Welcome back to the channel. Or if you have not been to the channel, welcome to the channel with Mad Yaps. Coming at it with another video, bro. Another true crime video. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. I just bit into my finger. That shit's bleeding. That shit hurt. That shit hurts like fuck. But actually does hurt like shit. But I guess we're gonna get to the video. I don't really have a lot to say. Besides, let's start.
Hey, I need you to tell me the address only.
Damn.
Take a breath for me. Are you with us right now? Alright, let me get you in the ambulance.
This chilling 911 call sent police racing to the crime scene. There they found 51-year-old Frankie Owens bleeding from a gunshot wound. While he was rushed to the hospital, officers questioned his fiancée. But soon the detectives would confirm his fiancée's worst nightmare.
Damn.
Tell me he's alive.
No.
Damn.
However, soon she would find that her daughter had revealed a horrifying secret, one that would change everything in an instant.
See.
After receiving the
Oof.
911
See, I don't even know what's happened in this video, but let me find out that this daughter had a boyfriend that was moving some type of way, bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
call on
watch out for him. Like they say, thought daughter or gay son. I'm taking gay son, nigga, because I'm not about to have some 120-pound, 6'2" young nigga, youngin, trying to press my ass because of some little shit with my daughter. But I don't know what's happening yet. But, all I gotta say is, husband got shot, mom doesn't know why, daughter knows who did it. I'm just saying.
October
I'm just saying.
25th, 2021, police immediately reached Madison Place, Oklahoma. There, they saw Frankie Owens on the ground, covered in blood. All they could witness was terror.
Where's the suspect at? Everybody get back, please, get back. One gunshot, is still alive?
Yeah, he's got some occasional breathing.
The 51-year-old was barely clinging to life, a breathing corpse on the brink of death.
I mean, I'm not gonna. This is the only time I pause it. Tell me why a nigga tried to scam me on PS5 talking about, yo, bro, you want some free Madden points? And like, I already knew what was happening, so I was like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. This nigga kept on trying to make me put in a fucking code. Whoever, if y'all, bro, if anybody sees this video, his name is Meer, MEER2 Thurl. THURL. Please send that nigga death threats. I don't care. Send him death threats. He deserves it. He tried to scam people.
The officers wasted no time and took him to the hospital. The visual of it shook his fiancée. Terror oozed from every corner as she narrated what she witnessed.
Actually, don't send him death threats. Just let it be known that shit's not cool. Because I don't even know. Yeah. Just let him know that shit's not cool. Don't send him death threats.
Fiance?
Yeah, all I know is he opened the door and this dude shot.
Right after this, Detective Jason White reached the homicide location to hunt down any traces of the suspect. His priority was to find out if the neighbors had seen the suspect.
Suspect?
They didn't see it. What it sounds like to me is that somebody came knocking the door, he answers it, and it happens right here.
It might have been a small amount of blood.
I've not found any cartridge case, a swab, just a general area of the door where somebody may have knocked.
Detectives noted that there were surveillance cameras around the area, which seemed like a glimpse of hope. But to their concern, the camera right outside the apartment was out of order. This left the detectives with no crucial leads from the crime scene. However, they did learn that Frankie lived with his fiancée and her daughter. That is where they got a crucial
I mean, this nigga a little bit in the back and forth, man. I'll get back to the man. Fuck.
piece of information. The fiancée said the suspect might have fled toward a nearby apartment complex. However, the most heart-wrenching news was that Frankie couldn't be saved. Officers decided to inform the family later, and before that, they had some serious questions to ask.
Who that
Nearby,
hates scammers,
Frankie's
bro?
fiance and youngest daughter were taken into custody for the homicide investigation. Frankie's fiance was devastated by what she saw and cried throughout the interview. The detectives decided to keep the information of Frankie's death to themselves until they got every information from her.
Why is that? I work every day. I do what I'm supposed to do.
Damn.
All right, young lady.
I bet you, I mean, I don't want to infer nothing, but hopefully a certain child didn't pop that pussy with the wrong one and get his father pop or get her father pop. That's all I gotta say. I know how this shit go. I know how this shit go.
My name's Jason.
That's all I
White.
gotta say.
This is John Brown over here.
Me and Frankie been together for 9 months.
When asked about what had happened the day prior, she revealed that her middle daughter, who was in her mid-20s, had come to stay at her house a night prior, along with her 2 kids.
My daughter was over last night. I mean, she didn't have nowhere to go. She just came back down here from Topeka, Kansas. She's getting a place, get ready to get a place. I don't know where yet. They were staying with a friend in St. Thomas.
What she revealed next was important, but detectives at the time didn't know that it was a lead that would help solve this case. She said that Frankie and the middle daughter had a heated conversation, which didn't end peacefully.
She said,
Hey, what am I saying?
Yes, I'm
What am I
listening.
saying? What am I saying?
At the end of the day, this is my mama's house. She tells me when to leave.
What am I saying?
I said, he's on the lease. He provides for this household too, as well as I do. I said, he's taking care of your sister. He's taking care of me. So he's the man of the house, baby.
Pop
If you
that
have
pussy
leave,
to the wrong
leave.
one.
Go to your sister's house.
All right, so
Now,
listen
get
up.
the
State
fuck you.
Farm was trying to charge me
Always these
$197
fucking
for car
50,
insurance. No, thank
60-year-old
you.
fucking people, bro. With these random ass bullshit ads, bro.
She informed them that her elder daughter lived a few miles away, and her middle daughter was staying with a friend just a few apartments away. She then shared more details about the argument with the detective.
Was she out there this morning at all?
No, she was at home with her babies and her husband.
What was the drama about why he wanted her to leave?
Frankie was upset, and she started jabbing back at him. He called her stupid. Yeah, I mean, talking about you, Craig D, and all this stuff. I was like, Frankie, that's my child, honey. That's my child. Please don't do her like that. And she said, well, I just leave. Mama, I'm not trying to disrespect your house.
Oh, she took both her kids this morning and
Yes.
How'd she leave?
She drove her car.
Okay, what kind of car is that?
Chrysler 300 or something.
Okay.
The fiancé explained to the detectives the horrific scene she had witnessed happening to Frankie.
Next thing I know, there's knock come on the door. Like maybe 5-10 minutes later. It's this young dude that looked like this dude I heard on the street called JP.
JP Penny. What the fuck, nigga?
Okay.
Why is Miss Man
Frank
with the
said,
street
"What's up,
shit?
man?" He said, what's up with you? And then Frankie said,
I'll say whenever I get up to that father shit, the moment that I hear that shit, I'm slamming the door, grabbing my weapon, and I'm gonna see if that nigga keeps that same energy, bro. I'm not playing with niggas, bro. I feel like too many people just let people like that just play with them, bro. When you have a weapon, bro, and somebody pulls up to your door like that, hell no, nigga. I'm having my shit right beside me, in hand, like what you want, bro. Like,
man, what it is?
like I said, it hasn't been said yet, but all I gotta say is everything's pointing to the factor that Miss Man's daughter's fucking boyfriend or whatever the fuck done killed him. Like I say, they say gay son, thought daughter. I'm taking gay son, nigga. I'm taking gay son.
He said, man, step outside, step outside. Hey, we can handle it. Frankie said, fight like a man. You a punk because you using a gun. Fight like a man. He said, come outside, fool. Frankie said, I'm not coming outside. You got a gun, put the gun down. I ain't got no weapon, be a man. Frankie stepped 1 foot out. Next thing you know, I'm right behind him. Frankie falling back on me. And I'm like, what the crap? You shot him and the dude ran home. Frankie,
Daughter done got him killed.
Got no trouble with nobody. This man is not from here. I don't know what to tell his mama.
Damn.
And she's in Virginia.
However, the detectives handled the situation carefully and tried
Popping your
gathering
pussy
every
to the
detail
wrong
they
one.
had of the suspect.
So Jay Penny, has he been over at the house before?
No,
Okay. What was he wearing?
he was wearing a hoodie. I didn't see the shirt. He had on some blue jeans. And he had a gun right here. I don't know the sizes of guns, but it was a big gun.
Okay. So he had a gun on his side.
Yeah, in his hoodie.
So describe him head to toe the best that you can.
He might be your height. I don't know, but he's dark skinned, have dreads, and he's real skinny.
What I say. They pop they pussy to a skinny ass 6'1" nigga. Get your ass murked. I'm not playing with no thought daughter, boy. I'm not playing
So-
with that shit, bro.
If we showed you
Not
some pictures, you'd be able
at
to say
all.
this is the boy that shot.
at
Tim."
all.
Yes.
As the fight between Frankie and the middle daughter was concerning and violent, the detectives tried to find out if there was any linkage between the middle daughter and the suspect, Jaquan Devontae Penny.
So let's go backwards real quick. So your daughter had just left. Is this somebody that knows your daughter? That maybe
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. He looked like he went to school with my girls, but they say they don't know him.
does she have a boyfriend currently?
He's locked up in David L. I wouldn't say that she had anything to do with it because she left peacefully and stuff.
I'm just saying it doesn't sound like it was peaceful. She was pissed off, and I would have been pissed off too.
Yeah.
He insulted her,
Ah,
he disrespected her, called
What
her
the
names,
fuck?
etc., etc.
Anything that she-
I don't know. No, I don't know.
I don't want nothing to happen to Frank.
Hang tight for just a minute.
Though Frankie's fiancée was still oblivious to his death, she gave out crucial leads to the case. To assemble the fragments of the mystery, the detectives continued by bringing the youngest daughter for questioning. The detectives initiated the investigation in a composed manner. After this, they started questioning her about what had happened on the day when Frankie got shot.
So go ahead and tell me what happened.
Last night, I was with my sister's kids. And I didn't go to bed until like 12, and I woke up this morning. I asked my mom if I could stay home. She said yes. I was logging onto my computer, trying to check my missing assignment. I was on this phone with my sister at the time.
Did she call you, or did you call your sister?
She called me.
What was that about?
the hell?
She was talking about what happened.
Man.
Kind of arguing. And all of a sudden, I heard a knock on the door, and I heard my mom was telling Frankie to stay inside, just close the door.
How the
So I
fuck
was
Frankie's
standing
ass ain't
around.
listen? Nigga, grab a weapon.
You're doing great.
um,
You're doing good.
Frankie was talking about, I see you have your gun to the side, put it down, fight like a real man.
Oh, so Frankie, okay.
You're
Wait,
doing
Frankie
good.
said that?
Frankie was talking about, I see you have your gun to the
Nigga, whoever killed him is a pussy then. Frankie, he pulled up to Frankie's own. I mean, Frankie, I'm gonna be real, bro. You shouldn't have went it like that. You should have killed the dude, bro. But Frankie, at least, the dude came to his own home and he challenged that man to a fight. That guy's a pussy, man. And that daughter's they both deserve to get fucking murdered, bro. I don't care. If they killed my boy Frankie,
down, fight
they,
like a real
they
man.
both deserve it. I don't give a fuck.
And so
I don't
they
give a
were
fuck.
arguing for a little bit.
I don't
And
give
all I
a
heard was a
fuck.
pound, and then I started smelling like gun smoke, something like that. I ran in there, see what was going on. He was to the ground, looked like he was having a seizure. So I was crying, and I told my sister on the phone, he got shot. Somebody shot him. Somebody shot Frankie.
They posed the final question, and her response was just as they had anticipated.
Okay. Has your sister, she acted pretty upset about what's happened, or? And be honest.
That
I mean, they
crazy
called her a lot of
bitch.
bad names, so it wouldn't be unusual for somebody not to be that upset about it. So be honest and tell me,
Yeah, she's a little bit upset.
where's she at right now?
She's with my sister. It's her and her husband's place.
All right. You think your sisters would be willing to come down here?
I think so.
Okay.
The detective's suspicion directly fell on the middle daughter, believing she was connected to the shooting. Determined to find her, they tracked her down to her reported location, where they found a crucial clue.
That's it.
Hey, Mark. I think we got the Chrysler 300 for sure.
When the detectives arrived at the location and knocked on the front door, no one answered. However, a neighbor was willing to speak with them and provided crucial information they needed at that moment.
Hi. Appreciate it. He said that she heard it show up and she had a toddler. Bunch of commotion going on. She says around 10 o'clock, and she said they all left.
The neighbor said that both daughters left with a kid in a red car, which was believed to be the oldest daughter's car. The investigation was actively going on. Meanwhile, the detectives decided to break the devastating news of Frankie's death to his fiancée and her daughter. Their reaction to the tragic news was difficult to witness.
I've been in touch with the hospital.
Oh, shit.
Please tell me he's alive.
No.
Damn. That man must have been a good man. He must have been a good man. I can't tell what the daughter's doing, though.
Okay. I'm sorry to the both of you. I really am sorry. We just need to figure out who did this.
The detectives wanted to observe the oldest daughter's reaction to the devastating news, so they asked her mother to call her.
Would you call her and just have them come down here? That way it'll make it easier.
Hey, babe.
You got your sister.
I'm confused, though.
Frankie's dead.
Are you serious?
Frankie's dead.
I feel...
Hey, all I have to do is tell them why her and Frankie got into it. They want to know. Okay, they on their way. All right, sweetie. I gotta go. I love you. Bye.
Thank you.
Her reaction didn't give them much to work with, but the middle daughter was a different story. The police had a feeling she knew something, especially after that heated argument with Frankie. Hence, detectives brought in the middle daughter for questioning.
Hello, young lady.
Hi.
Thanks for coming down here for starters. My name is Jason White. This is John Brown over here.
Get that
Take a breath.
bitch.
Okay.
Get
I'm really
that
a nice
bitch.
I've never
Yeah.
been in this situation before.
The detectives tried to make her comfortable, hoping to get as much information as possible. They eased into the conversation, trying to get to know her better before digging deeper.
How many kids you have?
2.
And we've made arrangements, is that right?
My daughter, she's in elementary school.
I've spent a lot of time with your mother and your other sister.
Okay.
They seem like good people.
Yeah.
I have no reason to believe that you're not going to be the same.
All right.
But as the conversation went on, the detectives remembered something crucial. Frankie's fiancée had mentioned that the argument between the middle daughter and Frankie was fueled because of her living situation. That made them curious. They needed to know more about it.
Let me first off make sure that I have your correct information. Where are you currently living?
I currently don't really have anywhere to go. My mom
Bitch, oh yeah, she did it. She
Where you
did it.
laying
She
your
did
head
it.
at,
She
like-
did it.
Well, other than there.
How you have 2 kids and you don't have a fucking house?
I hit it at my homegirl's house. She stayed in St. Thomas Apartments.
You have 2 kids and you're
I would
fucking
just
homeless,
encourage you to be
bitch.
incredibly truthful with me.
Correct.
Okay?
What?
I understand that there was some sort of an incident that occurred. Tell me kind of what happened there.
So far, the detectives noticed that she seemed calm and willing to help. That was a good sign. They then asked her to share her version of what exactly happened during the argument that day.
Well, me and my mom's man kind of got into it. What escalated was he started yelling at me. You can get out my house, you stand up.
Good.
And then he said, you're a bum, you don't have nowhere to go.
I mean, what? You matter? Is the nigga wrong? You have 2 kids and you're homeless. Oh my God. It's like some people really take shit like that and they think like, oh yeah, they're just talking shit about me. Do you ever look at the actual situation that you're fucking in and realize they are saying the right shit? Like, I don't understand. That's why, bro, I don't deal with people like that, bro. I'm telling you, I just let them fucking be a bum. To be honest, I don't ever try. I'll never try to help out a bum. I'll tell you this. I'll be the first nigga to tell you. Well, I'm not the first nigga to tell you, but I'm definitely not gonna be the last nigga to tell you. I will never help a bum. I don't care who you are. If you are a bum for a reason.
All right, so he's calling you some unsavory words, not being very respectful.
Yeah. I said, Mom, can you say something to him? I mean, I'm your daughter. Like, he should
Yeah, you're a daughter that
respect.
is grown as fuck, has two
I
kids, and has
myself,
no
I
house.
don't like being this kitty. I'm 112 pounds, and I feel like for my age, that's underweight. But the thing
Dumbass
about it is,
bitch.
I stress a lot. There's so much on my plate.
That's a
Dumbass
lot
bitch. You
to deal with
clearly not. Clearly not. If you don't have a house.
at your age.
Shit.
The middle daughter spoke with a lot of emotion, and it was clear she was speaking from the heart. Sensing this, the detective leaned in, nodding along, trying to make her feel heard. The more comfortable she felt, the more likely she was to reveal something crucial.
But she was taking up for the both of us because she loved the both of us.
Of course.
Understandable. And I told him the day before this all happened that I loved him. So to hear this come out his mouth,
You know
What the fuck does that
100%
matter,
I agree
bro?
with you. That's
Anybody
not
can
right,
say words.
what happened, okay? So what happened?
That's why personally I do have a stepsister. I don't fuck with that bitch at all. Cause she's been trying to talk shit on my family. I'm boy, if I was a woman, I would slap her shit. But yeah. She's a bum. She's probably gonna be on her way to being a bum too. So it's about to be the same predicament, probably. Well, not the same predicament, but she's probably gonna be a bum that has kids and that has nowhere to go. Because her mom's a fucking bum too.
What happened next?
I left and I went to my friend's house.
Did anybody come over while you were there?
No.
She denied meeting anybody at her friend's apartment, but what she didn't know was that they had already uncovered crucial footage, one that was about to make her go from a concerned daughter to a potential suspect. Before even calling the middle daughter in for questioning, the detectives had already traced her movements from that day. And that's when they found it, the crucial piece of evidence, something that happened just 20 minutes before the 911 call.
So there's her car.
She goes in an apartment.
They kept scanning the footage, waiting for anything unusual, and then it happened. Just 5 minutes later, they caught a crucial movement. A black Honda pulled up near the apartment. Moments later, an individual matching the description given by Frankie's fiancée, a black male in a blue hoodie, stepped out of the car. Without hesitation, he walked straight into the same apartment the middle daughter had just entered. After a few minutes, the man in the blue hoodie was seen exiting the apartment and headed towards Frankie's apartment. Then 10 minutes later, they spotted the man rushing back into the apartment. He stayed inside for a few moments before stepping out again, moving quickly toward his car. Something was definitely off.
What
But
they
what made
expect
it even
though,
more
like the nigga doesn't
interesting
have a
was what
mask
happened
on.
next.
I'm confused what they like. Did they expect him not to get caught? It doesn't look like he has a mask on. It looks like he just has a beanie. He has a beanie. He has dreads. It's like did they not? They must have not gave a fuck about that whole shit,
Moments
bro.
after him, the middle daughter stepped out, got into her own car, and drove away.
Did anybody come over while you were there?
No.
The middle daughter insisted she hadn't met anyone, but this clearly didn't add up. The police knew for a fact that someone had entered the apartment while she was there. What they needed now was the missing piece, the conversation that happened inside. The detective pressed on, determined to break through her story.
So did you make any phone calls to anybody?
Yes, I got my sister.
Mhm.
I did call my sister
Why?
because I was letting her know that, I'm not going to be back over there anymore.
So in
Rightfully
midst of
so,
that
am I right?
conversation, when you made a phone call to her, did anything happen that was unusual in that phone call?
No. It was
Oh, you
nothing
lied.
unusual.
What she told me, that there was a knock on the door when you were on the phone with her. Is that, do you remember that?
Okay. I don't know
Bitch.
if I remember a knock, but I was on the phone with my sister, and I know we hung up, and she called me back, and she said, "Oh my gosh, Frankie got shot." That's all I remember.
Okay.
Bitch.
Her lies were starting to catch up to her. Her words fumbled and her confidence too. The detectives then dropped the gentle approach. It was time to get to the truth.
All right. Now, I told you at the very beginning of this, I need you to be 100% truthful with me. It's very, very important. Right?
Correct.
And I asked you a question. When you went
And
over
you
to
were
the
not.
apartments over there at St. Thomas Square, did
You were
anybody
not
come
correct,
over there
bitch.
while you were over there?
Yes, it was a car that came over.
Well, who was it?
It was this person that I call my friend.
Okay, who is it?
Whatever.
I don't want you to omit something because you're afraid that you're going to get in trouble. We got video over at St. Thomas Square, and I can tell you right now that this guy went over to that apartment over at St. Thomas Square where you were at. He went from there and he went over to the apartment where this happened, and then he ran back over there to the apartment where you were at.
Every word she spoke now would shape what came next. If she knew something about Frankie's murder, this was the moment it would slip.
Who is he?
Bitch, just be truthful.
His name is Jaquan.
You know your ass fucked
What's his
up.
last name?
I don't know
Penny.
his last name.
I don't mean to pry here, but do you know him like on an intimate basis?
Oh, no.
I mean,
Did
you
you
got
call
2
him?
kids already. You sound young as hell.
well,
Fuck it. Just say, yeah,
I
how it
already
is.
seen him out there.
She finally admitted it. She had seen Jaquan after her heated argument with Frankie, and more than that, she was the one who had asked him to meet her at her friend's apartment. The pieces were starting to fall into place, but the detectives weren't done yet.
He comes over to the apartment. Did you tell him anything about any kind
I
of...
talked to him about, I was crying talking to him. And I just told him that, exactly what I told you, that he, he was cussing me out, saying I must keep myself. And then all he did was tell me he'll be right back. When he came back, he told me that Frankie had pulled the knife out on 3 times and he shot.
Well, this bitch is just
And I was
saying
like,
shit.
why would you do that?
You're such a liar, though, because you
I
guys
said,
so
"You have to go."
different.
He left. I didn't tell him to go over there.
The daughter's claim that she never asked Jaquan to go to Frankie's house didn't quite add up, especially considering
Yeah,
she
because
had
they
called
literally
him to the
called the
apartment.
fucking mother.
Something felt off.
Did he leave the
They
gun?
called. What the hell? I'm not
No,
gonna
he didn't
talk.
leave the gun. He did not leave the gun at all.
Okay, did you see the gun?
I did not see the gun.
Has he tried to call you since?
After that, once or twice, and I was just basically telling him, you don't need to call my phone anymore. Because then you took it to a whole nother level.
Bitch, you stupid
And
bitch.
he was like, so you gonna snitch on me if something happened? I got scared.
What did you say?
He says, you gonna snitch on me if something happened? I said no.
Well, I'll give you credit anyway because we could have sat in here for 2 hours and just completely wasted our time, but you didn't do that. So I do appreciate that.
Of course.
They needed to pin down the exact
Let's see
moment
what this nigga
Jaquan
got to
last
say,
spoke to the
man.
middle daughter. His
Let's see what
final
this nigga
movements
got
were
to say.
crucial.
Where did he
He
go?
told me he was going back north. He went back north to his destination.
You got any issues with us going through your phone?
No, I don't. You go through the phone.
Did you delete anything on this phone?
You're gonna find the deleted call log.
He'll
I
bet you,
deleted
yeah.
the number because he tried to call me.
Is Jaquan going to tell me the same story you just told me?
He should, because that's the truth.
Is he going to tell me you sent him over there to that apartment to kick his ass or something?
No. Am I going to jail?
You should,
I'll
bitch.
tell you what. Right now, are you wearing any handcuffs?
No.
If I find out you're not telling me everything, we're going to have a real problem. Okay?
Good. Put the fear
I
of
know
God
this isn't
in that
something that you
dumbass
probably
thotty hoe,
intended
bro.
to happen, but it did.
Put the fear
I'm
of
gonna
God
have
in that
faith that you
thotty
tell me the
hoe.
truth, and you're going to walk out of here today.
The middle daughter told the police everything she claimed to know, but there was still one crucial thing left, to make her confess the truth. Not just to the detectives, but to her mother.
Mama, hey, you okay? What?
Man.
You got in trouble all night? What you crying for?
I don't trust these bitches at all because it's just really seeming like they didn't really give a fuck about my nigga Frankie, man. It's like that woman did cry hard, but now she's just like, all right, guys. And I'm like, your thoughty thought of a fucking daughter just probably got your nigga set up, bro. Fuck that bitch, man.
It's just, I love you guys. I appreciate it. I did you take? Yeah. Did it? Boy, did it.
Bye bye, bitch.
It was my He was supposed to go on to me at the same time as I started crying.
Bitch.
He didn't say no.
Stupid
Or
bitch.
whatever. I'll be right back. Like, he was mad or whatever.
You done got that
I just
nigga
told him
killed.
whatever. He was like, okay, sis, you gonna be okay. I'll be right back. And after that, that's when he went over there. But I didn't know they was going over there to do that, Mom. I just said, hey, I'm not mad at you. You mad at
Why
me
the
too.
fuck? What are you talking
I
about?
know who did it. I told the truth. At the day, I didn't mean for that to happen. I swear to God.
The pieces were falling into place,
Stupid
but one
bitch.
key detail was still missing. The exact
Done got
motive.
my nigga Frankie
To track
killed,
down
bro.
Jaquan and confirm his involvement,
Get
they
that
needed to be
nigga,
sure.
bro. Get
They
that
laid
nigga.
out a lineup of images in
Fuck.
front of Frankie's fiancée,
That's
the
why I don't be
only
dealing with no
eyewitness to the
hoes,
shooter.
bro.
Detective Warren here is going to show you a series of pictures.
Out my ear.
Right now, you look at these. Okay. I'm gonna fix all of you.
Who's this? This sounds like the mom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
I can't tell. Like it. Okay, never mind. She looks like she's Karen. I'll take back what I said. I'm just like, I don't know. It's just so confusing, bro.
I appreciate it, okay?
Now, it was time to track down Jaquan. Keeping a safe distance, they parked a little away from his residence at Newport Shores apartment. Then they finally saw his black car. This meant there were high chances of him being inside the house.
I think it's
Our target suspect vehicle is at his house. We got probable cause for Mr. Penny in reference to this homicide. Figure out how we want to tactically approach this house and eventually go make contact.
The police waited outside the house calling for Jaquan to come out. They announced their presence, but there was nothing but silence. Then, finally, his father stepped outside, eyeing the officers.
I have a father. Like on that. I quote, he's a grown man. I don't know where he is. That's
I mean,
After an hour of tense waiting,
they better bump through that nigga. They better roll through that nigga shit. That's all I know.
a car
Get
pulled
that
into
nigga,
the
bro.
residence.
Get
The
his
detectives
ass.
watched as the door opened, and the man they suspected was Jaquan stepped out. The standoff had finally reached its turning point.
Right here. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Fuck you, nigga.
You're good. Hands behind your back. You keep it on. Yes, okay. Can I get my dad a hug?
Fuck you.
I'm just gonna let him give him a hug real quick and we're going.
Fuck you. They shouldn't let his ass do that. No, throw his little ass in that fucking shit.
The officers swiftly moved in and arrested Jaquan
They
Devontae
need to
Penny.
stomp his. They need to
Soon
curb stomp
after, he
his
was
ass while
taken
they
into
at.
custody for an intense interrogation.
You remember me. I'm Detective White. Detective Brown over here. I think it was 5 years ago, roughly. Something like that.
Damn.
Well, Jaquan, I
You
liked
killed.
you a long time.
You stupid fuck. You killed a whole ass nigga because some bitch with 2 kids probably done gave you some pussy one day and now you think that she's all for you. She has 2 kids. Dumbass niggas like this,
We're
bro.
not tolerating you.
Hey, gay son, thought daughter, gay son.
You've grown up. What's your highest level of
Gay son.
education?
It's smarter than most college students.
Nah, this nigga,
I
man.
was impressed with you the last time.
The detective recalled that Jaquan had a troubled history. A record from August 8, 2014, when he was booked in Tulsa County for possessing marijuana and resisting arrest. Then on May 6, 2019, he was booked again in Tulsa County for transporting loaded firearms in a vehicle. That past only deepened the gravity of the
There's no way this is a real. This is an AI image of this nigga, bro. This is a fucking AI image. Get the fuck out of here.
situation.
Who the fuck
All
is
right, well,
that?
let's start off with today. This morning. Tell me about your day.
Man,
Check them. Last night, her client ran experience. She was telling me that her mother's boyfriend was being belligerent towards her.
man, don't belligerent mean
She
nice?
has
I
clothes
thought that's
on
what
her.
I. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what that shit mean before I get back into this. Belligerent. This nigga might be smarter than me. I'm in college. Okay. Oh shit.
She had told
Shit.
him if he wasn't there, he left.
I'm not even gonna say it, nigga. He
When I
got me.
asked her, was he at the house? She had said no. So I was going up there to go get that closet. He opened the door. He rushed outside with a knife.
Jaquan claimed that it was Frankie who had attacked him first.
My gun. Got shot.
Okay, so you shot.
In self-defense.
How many times did you shoot?
So one time in self-defense. I didn't even know where he got hit at.
What did he say when he opened the door?
It wasn't a discussion. Like I opened the door, her mama came toward me, rushed behind her with a knife. And somebody was trying to do something.
When you first saw the knife, why didn't you just turn around and leave?
It's like I'm talking to her mom. I literally told her, Mom, I'm over here to come get that clown. And he stepped back and rushed me with the knife and I shot him.
You weren't scared of it at that point, right?
No, I wouldn't.
Describe the knife for me.
They came out just in the silver too.
Okay. So, what kind of gun did you use?
But nah,
Okay. Where's the gun?
it's mental shit.
It's your mom's. Okay. Did you hear what happened?
Stupid niggas realizing,
Okay.
boy.
Well, he died. Did you know that? You hadn't heard?
Now you're in for murder.
After hearing about Frankie's death, Jaquan didn't seem surprised at all. His face remained emotionless. That detached response was deeply disturbing.
Let me ask you this. You're saying self-defense, right? Do you think that it would have probably been in your best interest to come forward and call the cops?
Okay, but so then hindsight says, when would have been a good time to call the police and said, hey, police, this just happened?
I was trying to make been calling a few lawyers today to try to line up some legal representation and all that.
Did you get a hold of anybody?
No success.
How many did you call? You know the names of the three?
Did she tell you to go over there and do anything to him?
No.
Ah, you sucker, nigga.
After you had told her
sucker.
about what had happened, did you ever say to her, are you going to say anything?
No.
Did you ever say, are you going to snitch?
No.
Okay. Sit tight. Give us a quick minute.
After leaving the interrogation room, the detectives noticed Jaquan sitting with a worried expression, as if he already knew his time was up.
Stupid
His
ass
story
nigga.
wasn't just a carefully constructed lie. It had no foundation at all.
His information, it just doesn't make sense because we didn't find a knife at the scene. Let's say devil's advocate that he had a knife. Why didn't you just leave?
Yeah.
When you do something like this, people have a legitimate self-defense claim, they are knocking down walls to get to us, to tell us what's up. And he did really the opposite of that. I feel very comfortable with the fact that we charged him.
I hope y'all get that bitch, though.
Jaquan Devontae Penny was arrested for first-degree murder and was put in the Tulsa County Jail.
Please, Lord,
But there
tell me
was
they got
still
the
one
bitch.
person they needed to inform about Frankie Owen's death.
Oh, his mother.
His mother.
Hello, Miss Owens. My name is Jason White. I'm a detective here at Tulsa Police.
Ah, shit.
And I'm sorry to bother you this late, and I've got some really bad news for you.
What?
Frankie's your son?
Yes.
Well, there was an incident that happened this morning. Somebody tragically killed him.
Shut up.
Ah, shit.
Shut up. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. There was an incident that happened over at the apartment where he was living with his girlfriend, he just got confronted by this young man that went over there, and the young man took matters in his own hands, and he ended up killing him. We did
Why
make
she
an
don't give a
arrest
fuck?
in reference to this.
She don't give a fuck. What
very
the
sorry.
fuck?
Bye-bye.
Meanwhile,
What the fuck? Frankie must have been some shit. His mom ain't give a fuck. What the fuck? I feel bad. I mean, I don't know. Cause like I mean, shit. I'm guessing Frankie was a shit person. Cause nigga, nobody gives a fuck.
Jaquan
Oh
Penny
my
pleaded no
gosh.
contest to first-degree manslaughter and was sentenced to 25 years. Yet, one mystery remained. The gun that took Frankie Owens' life was never found. Although the killer was arrested, the aftermath was filled with sorrow. Frankie's fiancée and youngest daughter were haunted by the traumatic memory of witnessing the shooting. Meanwhile, the middle daughter was cleared of any
What the
wrongdoing,
fuck?
since the killer
Fuck
confessed
that
that the
shit.
tragedy was entirely his doing.
Fuck that
In
shit.
the end, justice was served, but the pain and loss left a mark that would never fully heal. Our deepest condolences go out to Frankie Owens'
Man, rip my nigga Frankie, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so pissed off that I can't even finish this shit. First off, fuck that little ass girl. Fuck this nigga. Like I said about 8 times in this video, I'm taking a gay son over a thought daughter because, like I said, like this for example in the video, you deal with the thought daughter, you dealing with 6'2", 110-pound niggas trying to take your fucking head off. But I hope y'all enjoyed the fucking video. Y'all have a nice Monday. And Matt Yash is out.